The third texture in the list is environment texture, and I will quickly go through it, but we will not use it in this course. It's more so that you know what it is. So I go up here and press Shift A, go to texture, and the third will be environment texture. So we select that one. It looks similar to the image texture, but this is more to get light in a good way into the scene without using the normal light that you get from the point light or something like that. And you use an image to get that light, and you put that image into environment texture. But if you use it right now, it will look like this. So if I take open here, go to the resources and select this LEIPA 4K HDR and press open image. So we have it here, and then put the color into the surface of the material output and go to render view. It will not look like an image at all. It's just going out from the center, and it looks really awful. And that is because this type of texture will not or should not be used on an object. It's used for the surroundings around your scene, where you get the light from all the sides into your object, so you get the correct reflections and so on. So where we should use that one is in something called the word nodes instead of the object nodes. So if I go to that place, right now it only says background here. But if I then go to this word properties and change the color here into environment texture, then you can see that I now get environment texture node, which is the same that we used in before. And in this one, I can now put in the LEIPA 4K, and you will see that suddenly we get an environment around your object that shows everything in a good way, and you get the light and you get the reflection from all the stuff around into your object. And that is what you're using this node for. So you're using it in your word and not on your object. And that is why it exists in both here, because if I press Shift A, go through it here in object mode, you have a lot of nodes, but these nodes are also used in the word here. So if I press Shift A, you can see we have brick texture and so on. So if I use the brick texture, put that into the color here, you can see that the word around our object just consists out of bricks. So that means that we can do, if we want to, really advanced stuff in our word to make things happen with our objects that resides in that word. So that is what we are using the environment texture to give the light and reflections and everything onto our objects, but it's nothing that we are using in our object place where we do our normal texture. So it's more for information for you if you are wondering what is this environment texture node. Well, that is the node that is used to put an image on your scene so you get the light correctly, so you can create indoor, outdoor, night, day lighting in a very easy way just by adding that texture. But it's nothing that you use on your object right away like this, because that will just look strange. So very short, just go through it just so you know what it is, but we will not use it in this course. I will just leave it there, and instead I will go to the next texture, which in this case will be the gradient texture that I will take in the next chapter. So now you know a little bit about the environment texture as well, but I will go to the gradient texture in the next chapter, and I will see you there. So I say bye for now.